Virgo, 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 do you wanna? Do you wanna? Can you handle it? Can you handle the brutal, honest truth of your karma situation? I don't know what come over me, is what I'm hearing. Someone wants to come over me. I don't know what on earth that is. I don't know what come over me. It's like, where on earth have I been all this time? Somebody is right out there, I'll just put it that way. It's like, been put out. It's like, no, you pissed on me matches, bruv. You could have put fire on water, is what I'm picking up. Or like, someone just put me out. Or like, meow. Take meow. Or something like that. Or the name Al or Alison or Ali. But again, took meow, pussy. So something to do with around Leo's possible. But definitely hearing that, well, you took me out. You put me out. You took me out. You took me out. And then, or took. The name Chook or Chuck or Took. Took. Okay. But yeah, I'm definitely hearing that somebody put something in a ute and took it out. Took out the trash. Take out the papers and the trash. Ashley is what I'm hearing also, but like took out the papers and the trash. So some of you just trashing on someone. I don't know what that's for, but like trash talk. Trash talk. I mean, is this a TV show? And it's like trash talk. You talking trash. You're just talking rubbish. I mean, is that what the trash is? Like smack talk? Like someone's talking smack or rubbish, or there's an addiction here, or like, I don't know, like trash talk. Someone's probably trash talking about somebody. But I definitely keep hearing, look, let's just talk trash and Ash. Let's just talk trash about Ashley, is what I keep hearing. So if you're called Ashley, be very careful on who's calling you stuff, Ashley. I definitely keep hearing Ash, though, like Ashy, or like ashes to ashes, dust to dusk. From dusk till dawn, oh dear, dawn, French, dawn, from dusk till dawn, Melissa Dawn, what are you talking? What are you talking about? I don't know, I keep hearing that, let's just talk from dusk till dawn. Somebody will not shut up, they talk from dusk till dawn. Let's talk day, morning, evening and night, and it's just talk, 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 talk. I mean, do you work for talk? I don't know, but it could be a Taurus that talks a lot, or someone that's like begins with T, Tatiana, but like T, but like talk. That's all I seem to do day in and day out. Or all I keep hearing is going, you talk too much, is what I can hear. You talk too much. Don't know what that is for, what that's relating to. Are you alright, Virgo? How are you doing? I'm not going to channel for people because I am really behind on all of my card readings that I have to get done for the 7th. So what we are looking at is the brutal, honest truth of the karmic brutal truth of what is in your mind about your partner and what your partner is in their mind about you. Okay, so this is going to get down and dirty. Okay, depends what it's about, but again, it can get very brutal because if I'm looking at how does your partner think and feel about you, okay, then that is pretty much what is going to be happening. Okay, so what does your partner think and feel about you, Virgo? What does your partner think and feel about you, Virgo? And this is going to be the harsh truth or good truth, I don't know. But like, what does Virgo's partner think and feel about Virgo? What does Virgo's partner think and feel about Virgo? Okay, whoa, the Queen in reverse, and this normally is it feels like you've just been run over, Virgo. If I'm honest, this is normally a Virgo to me. But like, man, my life has been thrown upside down and in an array. Something's an array or owl or rays. But like X-ray, I need an X-ray vision, or I need an X-ray on something. Some of you, as a general message, you might need an X-ray. So you could be going for an X-array somewhere. Or you have an X that marks the spot that could be a Capricorn. So if you're looking at numerology, that could also be a 6, which would be a Gemini. Okay? Could be in your energy somewhere. If you haven't seen the channel before, you'll need to check the numerology and also tarot card reading video that explains everything. But what I think and feel about you is basically you've turned my life upside down. We are no longer in a relationship. On my mind is constantly why it is that you would not listen to me what I wanted in a relationship. I was looking and thinking that you were the thing, Stephen King. I was thinking, Leo, or I was thinking, Stephen, that you were that thing, but you were the thing that pretty much destroyed my life. Oh, really? But like, I'm thinking, what I'm thinking is that I'm thinking, man, I am now single. Single. The Queen of Pentacles is an unstable energy, right? I am not stable in this relationship, and I am not just going to be put out like a horse stable. Okay, so it feels like, yeah, that what your partner thinks and feels about you, okay, this is the brutal truth, but what your partner thinks and feels about you is that you are an unstable energy for the relationship at the moment. So if you have been screaming and shouting at your person, what they think and feel is the fact that the relationship itself really isn't working out because of the instability of the energy. Is that it really wasn't stable enough. I really keep picking up horse stable or horse fair, okay, but like horses. But like yeah, I keep hearing though that it is not, you're not stable. Like you might think that the relationship is, but it isn't. Okay, so that's what your partner thinks and feels. Okay, about Virgo. So what does Virgo's partner think and feel? But this does get deep and juicy because it goes into how friends and people are infected. Okay, any kind of infectious disease of karma, which is dark and light energy, how it is not mixing well with that energy. On the other side of what not to do, okay, you might be dealing with a Pisces, which is afraid not, but like also a Leo is what I'm picking up. Like I'm now afraid now that I am not in a relationship, and what do I do in order to either one, get back in with the person, or be put out? But the Queen has been put out, is what I'm hearing. So what your partner thinks and feels is that the relationship is not stable at all. Okay. So Virgo, what does Virgo's partner think and feel about Virgo? What does Virgo's partner think and feel about Virgo? Well, it's funny because you might be having a lot of trouble. There's a bit of trouble. Betty Crocker, okay, Betty. Yeah, sorry, I'm thinking of a TV show. But Betty Brooker, right? The Betty Brooker story. But you might be having a lot of trouble here on your own here with a mother now. Okay, your karma has probably turned around in the mother, for the mum. But it's like, well, I'm just going to run for the hills and go towards my mum. But now she's turned my life upside down also for a lot of you. So I think that what you're feeling yourselves are, man, I don't know where to run. I have got nowhere to hide. I've got nowhere to go. Like, which means that you're homeless, completely homeless and home alone, or you are home alone. Now, even if you're visiting folk here, because we look at full messages for you guys, but because it will relate to one story also for you, okay? But on your side here of what you're thinking and feeling is that you may not have anywhere to go and turn to, which means that if I turn up at home and go towards my mum, if my mother has been very controlling and my relationship is now gone and it's over, where do I seek my energy? Where can I find anything that is going to make my life feel as if it's making sense? Because there isn't any sense that is made of it, which means that I don't know how to bring myself back into the energy of feeling as if I can find another relationship or find my way back into this present relationship. Okay, so I feel that what your partner thinks and feels about you is the fact that the relationship is kind of on very, very rocky grounds because the Six of Cups, very strangely enough, is on your side, right? So what I do is I start to look at how you think and feel about your partner, like how your partner thinks and feels about you, right, this side, but then I look at the energy where it's coming from towards, right? So I give you a reading of yourselves, the other person, what's going on with you, possibly what's going on with them, possibly in separation. What may or may not bring you together, what will help and what won't. So as we're looking at what it is that your partner thinks and feels about you, is that the relationship is still there, but it could be coming from your side, because this is always a Virgo for me, right? But we're going to have to take this as you because it is an earth sign, right? But it's very unsure at the moment of whether I am still in the relationship or not. Because it means with the Queen in reverse is that it's a fresh cut wound. It means that I am just now half single and half in and half out, right? So your partner thinks and feels that the relationship is over because the Queen is not in a relationship. But from your energy, your side, it feels as if you still think that there is a chance for the relationship. Now, if you're like, no, I'm a Virgo and there is in no way that I want this person. How many times have you said that to yourselves? Because we have to deal with the brutal honesty of truth here. Okay, because if your truth is, no, there is no goddamn way that I am going back into this relationship, then what that means is that this is a fresh cut wound. Okay, a fresh cut wound. So it means that it could have just been recent, that there could have been like the name Reese or Rihanna, but you know, there, or Anne. Oh, okay, some of you could have lost your mum here. Some of you physically could have lost your nan or your mother. Okay, your nan or your mother, and there could have been a family funeral here, Virgo somewhere, okay, in the family, someone that you may know of. You could have a Virgo placement, somebody rising Venus, Jupiter, North Node. Okay, but I definitely keep picking up Anne, and that was a funeral I went to. Her name was also Anne. Okay, so Carol or Anne or Carol Ann or Carol or Anne. Okay, but like I really don't know what to do, to be honest, because there's a fresh cut wound of me not wanting the relationship but still feeling myself as if I'm still in it. Right, so it's like, well, I'm in it and probably willing to work on it, but you don't want me. You told me no. So if you told me no and I'm no longer in the relationship but I still want you, there's a slight energy that could be very confusing here for you. That is, one, coming from yourself, but two, possibly not from your partner until we look at it. But your partner thinks and feels that this is like that you are no longer in the relationship, but you may still want it, right? That's what they think. So what does Virgo's partner think and feel about Virgo? What does Virgo's partner think and feel about Virgo? For all of you guys that are not in relationships or anything like that, and you're looking for other messages, they do also come out. Okay, they do, but sometimes they may not come out on here. That's the conclusion of your reading for, say, the week, roughly. But how does Virgo's partner think and feel about Virgo? So you got the Death card in reverse. So you got like Scorpio, possible Aries people that could watch this. Anybody also that has a Earth sign in anywhere of their chart. That's why the Court card turns up, right? That relates to the numerology video if you haven't seen it. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, but yeah, it feels like, really, bruv? Sorry, readings all over the place. That's why I'm behind, because I've gotten flooded, inundated of personal readings to also catch up on and been doing. So I've caught behind on the YouTube bit and the Patreon bit, so I'm trying to catch up, okay? So please forgive me for my time. But again, please forgive me for wasting your time, is what I'm hearing. Please forgive me for wasting your time, right? That's what I think that your partner is thinking and feeling, that they took this extremely personally. Whatever it was, when this is clarified, if this has started to be where the milk turned sour, okay, and that it was a sourpuss energy, maybe Leo, but like when the milk turns sour, I ain't the kind of pussy to drink it. Do you know what I mean? So it feels like that if there was an argument and someone started battering the energy in of like Aries or Scorpio, then what they feel is the fact that they took this extremely personally. If you are the Virgo, right? If you are the Virgo here, and you argued here and you couldn't get through, and you're like, why the hell is it that you will not open up to tend to my need of what it is that I need, and you won't look after me, okay? Then someone said, no, you're going to have to look after yourself. I cannot do all of this for you. You're going to have to do it yourself here. Because there's something around independence of an energy that seems to be coming from around your house and home also, which means that you may be living alone, okay, but sort of like nowhere to go for family either. Like, I can't seem to connect with anybody. I can't seem to get through with anybody. But in past readings, if you're relating to any numerology placement and you've watched what has come out from before Virgo, okay, you'll see that I've been talking a hell of a lot just lately of biblical stuff, but a lot of also around how dark and light does not mix. But you do not learn anything spiritually or about relationships until interfering with dark energy. You have to navigate yourself through that to understand what it is like for a masculine person to not listen to a person that shouts and screams at somebody. because this would have been taken by this person extremely personally, right? It's Scorpio, right, in reverse. You would probably think or see or know that this person could be very controlling, or they are very controlling with their own feelings, which means that they may not be showing them. But everybody would say that definitely with a Scorpio. What I'm learning so far spiritually here is around dark empathy. Dark empathy is the fact that control, narcissism, gaslighting, whatever you like to call it, can be a person that blames another person for not having empathy, right? Empathy is something that you learn about, because when you really are empathic, then you realise I can't contend with the person that's shouting and screaming at me, right? So this is a contamination of your energy, where you may have tried to get through to this person because they won't open up to you, because what you see this person as is that they don't have any empathy for you, that they don't care, right? That they don't care. But that's the lesson, you see. Human beings get so tetchy and so annoyed, right, with people. But when it comes down to your soul, that's what it is. It's a soul lesson, right? It's a lesson. That's what we teach, that's what we study, that's what we go over, is the fact that I can't seem to get through to you in order to take any notice of me. And because I can't, what it was that you said to me, I've took very personally indeed. Okay, so what your person thinks and feels is that if you have been battering their head in with something, then what they feel is if, man, I've took this really personally now. You went too far, you took it too far, right? You said some very personal, hurtful things. That may have been what this person said. But like I said on my channel, if you've been watching me, because these can come up as any kind of soul group lesson, anywhere, it doesn't matter. If I'm offending people, then, please don't be offended by me, because I have a job. I'm going to care more about the consumer and the people that need messages. So even if I get anybody around me that gets offended, I can't think about people. I have to think about people. That's my job. I'm a people person that does a calling. If people get annoyed by me speaking the truth, then you shouldn't really watch, because it'll probably really annoy you. And that's what's in this energy here, is that somebody may have said something that really personally hurt a person's feelings, but then what was said during the war, Uncle Albert, is that you said something that really annoyed this person, right? So they probably, because if you try to attack a scorpion will fucking hold on to that for a long time, and that will really annoy them. Okay, that will really annoy them, and that will start to come out through their energy, right? So if you feel as if they've been personally attacking you, then don't attack them here. Don't attack them, because you get as good as you get, right? So you've got energies of being put out through feeling that, well, what your partner thinks and feels is the fact that you said some very hurtful things. You said some hurtful things to them. That's what they think. And that's what they feel. And what you feel also on the latter end of me not looking at your thoughts and feelings is the fact that this person hurt your feelings, right? Because feelings, trust me, they have been hurt here. They really have. And someone said too much because someone said too little. But too little, too late. Which means that there may have been an ultimatum there. There may have been an ultimatum is what I'm picking up, or autumn tech and the things. Are you watching, guys? But like an ultimatum, which is like, well, I'm telling you now, you're just about to lose the best thing that happened to you, boo, if you don't soon start doing what I want you to do. Okay? And if you're not going to pull the strings, and you're not going to do all of these things for me, then you might as well get out or leave, right? So, because this can also be a very quiet energy of being very reserved and not saying what is on my mind, right? You are always on my mind, but I'm not telling you what is on my mind. I daren't speak, I daren't say anything. And then it's kind of like this energy of like, well, if you'd have just said something in the first place, then I might have understood what it was that you wanted to know. Because, well, there isn't any communication here as such as yet. But what your partner is thinking and feeling is that this is all kind of messed up. This is all kinds of messed up. Because you've interfered with dark energy. Scorpio is just as dark, even darker than Virgo, Scorpio. Trust me, they are the dark side. They really are. That's why they are death, right? They will bore you, or they will torment you to death with their energy by being with it, because they will hold on to that energy for a long time, which means I'm listening all of that. Like you don't keep forcing me to do things for you, right? So they'll start to get very tetchy. Why do I know that? Because I'm a Scorpio rising, okay? So if you follow my channel for a while and you know that I've said, look, don't pressure. When it comes to arguing, you've got to learn to live with a Scorpio, and you've got to learn to be able to give over control to a Scorpio, because here, it's the only major arcana card anyway, right? But that's why they're a controlling sign, because they're a fixed emotional one, so they'll drive you fucking up the wall crazy, right? So, excuse me, Virgo, I've been doing a lot of speaking today. Not just for this channel, like personal readings and stuff as well. But like I said, yeah, here, if you find that this person's like manliness or dark energy does not mix well with yours, that's why it don't. You'll probably see this person as extremely dark and arrogant and pig-headed and stubborn and not giving over what it is that you need emotionally for a woman here. 21:12 on the clock. So you could be dealing with a 3, which is a Pisces, and you could be dealing with a Capricorn or Gemini, okay? But, yeah, this could be the Gemini energy or Capricorn 6 here. But, like I'm saying, what your partner thinks and feels is that this has been a long time coming. It's a long time coming. But I know days gone come. Days gone. Some of you have been playing Days Gone or Zombies or something. But like, I know my day's going to come. And it has. This has happened. It has happened. Right? This is where the shit has hit the fan, literally. Okay? And what your partner thinks and feels about you is that you are, I'm sorry to say this brutal honest truth, batshit crazy. Sorry, but that's what they think. Okay, they do. They think that shouting and screaming at them, because there isn't shouting and screaming, but trust me, there is with these cards to be in reverse. There have got to be arguments of force. You are a force of nature that you won't support my emotional need. Scorpio is not an emotional sign. It's a fixed emotional sign, right? So it's not one that wears their heart on their sleeve. They won't just give over all of the, oh, you alright, babe? How's it going today? No, bruv. They'll be like more like, what's the matter? Oh, I've got things that are on my mind that I want. Really? Well, while you're at the shop, can you get us like a pint of milk and like, right? So it's kind of like this energy here where somebody wants a Scorpio energy to be more feminine. And then you've got like a Virgo quality of a person that can't understand about, well, you've got control, narcissism here, hugely. So many people, right, so many people, they're so quick to judge people, right? They're so quick to judge people, and I think that's probably what you're feeling, is what I'm hearing. That you're so quick to judge me, and you're so quick to accuse me when you haven't got time to listen to me. But that's a masculine energy. That is a masculine energy. You will see them as if they don't have feelings because they're Scorpio, right? So if there's been argument and this milk starts to turn very, very, very sour, and these come up as like argumentative energies of 5 and whatever, then nobody in life should ever put up with somebody that does that, right? Nobody ever, right? Now, normally, when you look at dark and light energies of empathy, normally, when a person's shouting and screaming, they can't understand why a person doesn't have empathy for them. And that's why you've got a hell of a lot of control, because the relationship has been completely and utterly unstable, right? So, normally, when you look at dark empaths, that is what you go through, which is control issues. So you see each other as trying to control each other's emotions, and what you've got here is the finger on the trigger of Danny Glover, right? So, you know, or McLover, McMuffin, someone's eating muffins, or like, I don't know what that's for, McLovin. Muck your lovin'. Anyway, Baby D, let's see. So how does Virgo think and feel about their partner. How does Virgo actually think and feel themselves? How does Virgo think and feel themselves about this? Well, all kind of upside down again. I've got upside down cards in this. I'm not an upside down tarot card reader. I don't read from a book, so I go off what I feel. Okay, so if you guys know what these mean in a book, I don't, right? But the relationship is no longer. It is turned more to a one, right? So I feel that you are very, very, very unstable in the relationship. You don't support me financially, or you were very good financially, but you don't support me emotionally, because all you ever think about is money, Jenna, right? So all you ever do is work, work, work 24/7. You don't never literally ever really come over to my house and physically give me emotional support. You definitely do not live with me, okay? And if I don't live with you, then I don't have to put up with you. So what you've got is this energy that I feel is around, well, I don't live with you, I'm not your father, unless it is your father or your mother, because I'm picking up this strange dynamic of mother-father type sort of thing. But I only ever find out for you guys where you've got exes, and this is involving like children and things, later. But what I am hearing at the moment is that, well, I'm not your father, well, I'm not your mother either. So why can't you do all of those things yourself? Like, why can't you do that yourself? Because I can't, I want you to do it. Well, I can't, I'm sorry. I can't do things for you in life. You've got to do that yourself. I can't do it. You've got to, right, here. And I'm feeling this such strain energy of like probably finding it very difficult around your work, or that you feel as if around where they work something is going on around where they work. Like their work, well, somehow what I'm picking up is that their work annoys you. Sorry if I was wheezing in the last one and now wheezing. It's because I'm still smoking, right? But it feels like that something that is around your work or their work that is physically actually really annoying you about what they do for their job. Okay, what it is that they do for their job, for some unknown reason, it feels as if what you're pissed off with is the fact of something around that is around their work. Now, if this milk has turned sour, and this ends up being a 6 of cups here, and we end up coming up with a 2 of cups here, and you've got like a physical, metaphysical of let's get physical, right? If you've got that, then what you've got is a Reggie Watts situation going on, right? All up the wall and everything, right? Pink Floyd's gone to the wall, you know, gone to the Comfortable Mum album, you know. So it's like this uncomfortable feeling of what could be lurking around someone's job, of what they do, or what is around that person's job. Because if there's a third person here, there is something on someone's mind around their work, right? They either think about their work 24/7 and they end up concentrating on that, but it is something about this job that they do that actually really annoys you of what they do for their work, right? So, I don't know why I'm picking up on that, because I've never really picked up on that before, but I've never really started to read reversals. This is where 7 tarot is getting slightly different. I'm using this to change, right? But, yeah. Well, I'm hearing making a mountain out of a molehill is what I keep hearing. Like, well, you're making a mountain out of a molehill. You're making more out of it than what I am. You're getting more money than what I am. You're getting more, I don't know, subscribers or whatever. But, like, you're getting more than what I am. Right? What on earth is that? Is that 2 kids fighting over something? Do you have children collectively as Virgo? You get more than what I get pocket money. Yeah, well, I'm finding it very fucking difficult because I haven't got a job, right? I can't keep giving you everything all the time. Yeah, but you've got more than I've got. Somebody's got a bit more cake than what I've got. Well, I mean, is it Gemini's birthday and someone's fighting at their, like, family reunion type sort of thing where, shit, it's Gemini's birthday, we've got to have the in-laws over, and you're like, Jesus Christ, man, they're even fighting over the cake now. So, I don't know what on earth that's for, but people fighting over the cake. Fighting over the cake. Fighting, like, I don't know why I keep picking up a general reading also for you of, like, people that are fighting over, I don't know, like making cake. Like, well, they make cakes, and they make cakes, and they make cakes. And if everybody makes cakes, then, well, I'm going to be a cake. I'm either going to turn into a cake, or I'm going to be a cake maker also. It's very difficult to be a cake maker when there's 1,000 cake makers. That's very difficult in order to be a tarot reader when there's 1,000 million of them out there already, right? I'll give you a little bit of a word of advice if this come into anybody watching that's coming into fruition of wanting to be a tarot card reader. My advice, my good advice for you, is to do something different. Is to try something different. Because it's like with any reader that is like, say if you look at people that vlog, right? Look at Casey Neistat, like all these very big million type sort of like big well-established tarot card readers or people of YouTube, right? They're very big, they're very large, they've got loads of subscription rate. They could call their reading donkey, right? And people would watch it because of YouTube's algorithm of they're there already, right? When you're lower and you're like, you know what, I want to do a tarot card reading channel because I'm in the spiritual community, but man, that is difficult. It is, because the best thing you can ever really do is try and find a niche for something that has not really been done yet, right? Because it will be noticeable because you have to look for people what they want, right? Well, they want something new, something fresh. If you're just starting a tarot card reading and you're kind of like, you know what, let's do a pick a card. Let's do and you're not getting any traffic whatsoever. That may well be because there are 10 million of them already out there and YouTube is going to favour the people to put all the traffic towards them because there is not a person behind YouTube. It's an algorithm of a computer. A computer is deciding, and not a human, right? So it's going to look more for energy, like even when I do my angel radio, and I've been doing that for a while and putting videos over there. The only reason I've got videos over there, people over there, is because they've gone from here over to that one, right? Over to my own other channel. If you would like to, you can in the description. To the other channel, right? But me just putting out music, there's no way that that would get, because if you Google search free music, angel radio, no one's going to be looking for angel radio, right? So free music, there's millions of them out there already that would way come above mine, right? Because it's going to list the people that have got 1 million subscribers or 1 million views already. YouTube's going to say, okay, watch this one. Okay, so I don't know why I'm saying that, you know. It's very difficult, you know. So whatever it is that you guys are doing collectively, if you are or not doing, or even contemplating on doing that, and I'm ended up talking about this for no reason and everybody's clicked off, then just be, well, try to find something new. Not everybody has to be a tarot reader. Okay. Even astrologer, there's thousands. There's thousands, right? It's very difficult now to try and make it on YouTube. But yeah, also very much so, please don't get bored and actually click off at any point. If you can even not want to watch it yet, but you want to come back later, can you still try to leave the video up on your phone and just close the case, turn down the volume and put it in your pocket, wait till it's finished and then end it? It's just that it keeps the algorithm in a steady flow instead of like starting, cutting it off and then coming back later. And it just helps with the algorithm, and I would really appreciate if you guys could do that for me, okay? I know I can get boring sometimes, but I'm trying to give you some fun and excitement into your energy, because here, as what your partner thinks and feels at the moment, is that it's really not in great standing, that there is some kind of like batshit crazy kind of stuff floating around. How you think and feel is that this person is not supportive in the relationship of how you're feeling. You feel as if you want this person to control them to be your partner, but you can't control people. You have to remove yourself from energies. So normally people come out with ultimatums of, well, I love you, but I want you to be different. Well, you can't control a person. Definitely not these energies, right? So when you look at that, you're like, well, I'll keep going backwards and forwards and seeing if they're going to leave me, right? But then, you see, you can't expect a person to change the way they are, because they are designed that way, they're built that way, right? Because what I'm picking up is this very strange ultimatum that seems to be floating around as a message in this general one. How you think and feel is that this person does not support you financially, maybe. If it isn't financially, they do not support you in the relationship itself, where they don't support your need of what you want as a feminine energy, right? As a feminine one, okay? So if you guys are not going through anything that is of relationship, then you could well be going through this within your family, Janai, right? Your family members could really be starting, or your friends, but could start to be very frustrated with people running around like an headless chicken, telling them about astrology and about a tarot and about how I met my twin flame, and how people think, okay, all right, sweetheart, right? So you've got some very strange dynamics of what I can't work out yet. This really, really could start to have an energy of where this is your ex that you had children with, and this is the ex that marks the spot 10, X that marks the spot where children go over to where I really don't want them to go over, but they do. Okay, very big hint also for anybody that's also watching from the Leo reading. This side was all upside down with swords, and it was involving a child. It was a person that may have also been Aquarian or a Leo that was hating upon their ex for that male or that female for having a child with them, and is now more than likely acting more childish over hating the male or female energy because they did the deed and had a child with them. So that got all kinds of complicated in the extended. But yeah, very much so where you feel as if they do not support you at all in the relationship. Okay. Let's see how does Virgo think and feel about this scenario here. How does Virgo think and feel about this situation? So you see this came up here on the other side. 6 here, 6 of Cups, 6 here, Gemini. So you kind of got this Capricorn-y Gemini feeling. This would only really relate a lot in numerology general readings. Okay, if you haven't seen the channel, that's why they're kind of here. This was here in the last reading that I did, was right in between 9, okay, and 9, okay, but I love you, but I hate you. I hate the way you are, and I don't know what love is, Jenny. I don't know what love really means to you. But then what this person, or what you're thinking about this person, is the fact that you still love them, but you can't understand why they don't love you. But do they? Have they ever shown that with their actions? Like, when you really look at the past, before all of them, before that, have you ever really seen care and affection being shown to you with action? But have you ever seen the fact that the person doesn't want to listen to their head being patted in? Because that's where you're going to see a person leave, right? During times at war up Fusler is the only time that you'll ever see anybody running from you is when you come at them with force that they're not doing things in life. That's you doing that with the boss, that's you doing that with your mother and your father, as you did as a child and maybe now, of where you're like, man, they all come at me telling me that I'm supposed to be doing things and there's no way I want to be doing that. But then when I do that with my partner and they don't do that, take a look at yourselves, okay? What that feels like for you as a person compared to what that feels like to another person that can't understand that if you love me, then why the fuck is it that you're shouting and screaming at me, saying that I don't support you with action, right? So what you've got is how you're thinking and feeling. This side is more than likely very confused of why they don't love the Virgo energy, right? Is why they don't love the Virgo energy. Because it's more confusion, right? It means that what you're thinking and feeling truly of your karma is that you're trying to understand what actual love feels like from a person that feels the same way as what you do. But I guarantee you normally, the name Gary or Tina, but I guarantee you normally that what you find in love is masculine energies that will not like to be shouted and screamed at. Okay, me, I'm a very placid person. Right, and I never really have my goat up, and I never ever, guarantee I don't, no matter who says what, I never shout and scream at people, only when they push my buttons. This energy of me takes me a long time to actually get wound up, to take it out on a person. The only way I will ever do that, and ever do that, is if somebody is demanding things from me that I don't want to talk about, or I don't want to speak, right? So if I feel very tetchy, I might start saying, man, my job's getting like very like, oh man, I feel very weird and I ain't got no energy and blah, blah, blah. But I'll never say, listen, you're not doing these kind of things and you're not doing this in the relationship. I'll end up probably throwing that back in someone's face when they've been doing all of that kind of thing, of this energy. Trust me, that will come eventually. When you push a Scorpio to their limit, they will snap back and you won't like what they do. And you will not like the way they act either, okay? But, like I said, me being one of these, the advice I can give you is to never really push them to the limit where they have to respond in the way you don't like. Because the energy really here is what I have to stick with, is Virgo card, right? But the energy is what you think and feel, what they think and feel about you is this side, right? Is that your very tetchy energy where you have a go at them for not opening up their feelings, for not giving them enough. But if you've got dark empathy around you and things don't mix well, that's what I'm saying. That is dark empathy. We went through it with Leo reading. When something is in your mind 24/7 going on and on and on and on and on and on, you project that onto a person, you're projecting dark thoughts, which are projection of dark feelings, onto the energy that is a dark sign, right? So you get put out. So if someone's kind of like, I'm thinking about all of this stuff that you're not doing, I'm thinking negatively about myself. I'm thinking negatively about you. A Scorpio will pick up on that and sniff it out and think, I know damn well I know that you're just about to ask me something that is just about to come up, that I am not performing very well in the relationship whatsoever. I'm not doing what it is that you want me to do. So they will then know that, figure that out, and then when that starts to happen, this starts to happen. You then start to think, well, I love you, but why do you not love me as much as what you should? Because I am a Virgo. Because I am a 9. I am a 9. Can't never ever seem to get here. 10. Where everything seems to be rosy and Jim, and we all live in a white picket fence, and we all live in a yellow submarine. But no, the submarine has sunk. It all went down. It all went down. Okay, so because you can't, because I love you, but I hate you, I don't understand what love is. That's what you think, that this person doesn't understand what love is, but they possibly do or don't, because it is so confusing because of the reversals here. Roles reversed, okay? Feels like that you've been run over, Virgo, if I'm honest. Okay, so that's your reading so far. If you would like to carry on with the reading, this is where we're going to get deep down and dirty with everything, Virgo. But I'll do another card and then clarify these, and that will start to tell me what the lesson presents, right? Which is actions that may be taken, thoughts that you may have and they may have, and what probably becomes of that, and then energies that me try to say to you, do not do this, okay? If there's energies that you think and then you think, okay, I'm going to really try not to do that, that's where that might work, but we'll have to see. But at the moment, this is pretty much what your partner is thinking, that this is over, but it's still there. You see, that's the trouble. It's still there. This is a fresh wound, this, if I'm honest, that it's still there. Well, which means that somebody in this energy still feels as if there could be a chance. But we really are. We really going to have to look to see what that is, because it may relate to an ex. It could relate to a metaphysical one. You could have a 2 of Cups and a 6. It depends what comes out. But we look for all of those. But if you want to join, you can. But it could be brutally honest. Okay, it's the only way that's really going to help you is to look at your dark side, and also look at theirs. Okay, to understand each other's energy of whether it is meant to be or not. Okay, but we go through that, and it will only be on the full access bundle, and you can find that provided below. There is a video that does explain that for you if you haven't joined before, but it is only on the full access bundle. Over on the full access bundle, it is pretty much like walking into McDonald's. It's like a load of birds all shoved up inside one another, and then what you get is more for your money, basically, instead of pretty much getting a heart attack in a bun, pretty much, right? So it's all over on the full access bundle, but this is just one of many that you can find over there already, and then there will be more of these to come throughout the month. But if you would like to know the outcomes and everything else within thoughts and feelings of the projection of one another's dark side, then you can find the link provided below. Okay, alright guys, thanks very much, and I'll see you soon.